Thank you for joining us. This is Michael Mars for the Texas Automotive News Network. This week we're reviewing the 2013 Toyota Highlander SE. Now, this is a 7-passenger SUV that rolls in on some nice 17-inch aluminum wheels. Let's take a look at the rest of the vehicle. The Toyota Highlander for 2013 has two engine options. One being the standard factory 4-cylinder. That's a 2.7 liter engine that produces 182 horsepower. Or in this case, for our review vehicle with the SE trim, we have the optional 3.5 liter V6 that comes up with 270 horsepower at 6,200 RPM. Plenty of power to push this vehicle around, whether on the highway or in town. For the interior of the 2013 Toyota Highlander, we start by looking out around the driver's compartment, and we find the controls for the windows and door locks, etc. are easy reach off of the steering wheel. The controls for the side view mirrors and the traction control mechanisms are also located off to the left here. The steering wheel itself has the audio controls that are easy to reach with the thumbs, and the digital display is all controlled on the right hand side of the steering wheel, as is the cruise control lever. The gauge package itself is more the traditional sweeping gauges. The two large ones, of course, are the speedometer and the tach, with the smaller ones the support gauges and your mileage indicators right there. The actual digital support gauges that you might typically find in the center of the gauge package is located over on the top of the center stack. It looks like it's built right in with the air conditioner vents. Fits in very nicely, blends in well. That's controlled from the steering wheel display button. Coming on down the center stack, we get into the 6.5-inch monitor. There's some large, easy to control here with the touch screen for the different functions that you want to pull up on your map. And there's some storage coming on down. The controls for the climate control, very nice, large, easy to reach buttons, large icons to control it. Coming on down right in the center, we have the controls for the heated seats. We have a 12-volt power supply, as well as over here on this side that's easy to reach, we have a little flip-up area where the USB is accessible. The gear shift here for the 5-speed automatic with our SE trim level that's made it to the V6 has a sport mode. You can do some manual shifting there if you'd like. We have another power supply here. These cup holders are very nice in that they are adjustable. They automatically can pull two different sizes. Typically, if you have a regular soft drink can, you can set it in here. But if you have one of the larger 16-ounce ones that are banned up in the northern states, it'll also fit in here if you bootleg one out of the south. Here we have some additional storage with some cup holders that have the same adjustable, but this is removable so that you can actually put bigger things in there if you'd like. And of course, we have the center console here that has the deeper storage. Looking on into the rest of the front area, we have the glove box, as well as you can see the storage inside the door handles. The trim itself is a nice two-tone brown tan type color scheme, and that works on into the heated leather seats with the high back rests in them. And our option also happens to have the sunroof. Now let's take a look at the rest of the interior. From the second row seat, it's easy to see the controls on the back of the center console up front for the dual zone climate control. There's also some additional storage down here that's located, as well as the panels in the back of the seats. The rear seat itself is actually, I'm not sure if you would call this a 60-40 arrangement, because you can take this center console piece and drop it down, and it will actually go ahead and pull the rest of the way out, which is not hard to do, but with one hand and a hand on a camera, it does get a little bit tougher to do. But let's look at the back through the power lift gate at the third row seats. Looking from the third row seat, our 2013 Highlander SE came with the optional cargo mat that's a very nice addition to protect the back of the seats. If you're going to haul a cargo and not use the third row seat very often, just absolutely slides out of the way. The third row seats are easily accessible. Once you have that, just simply pulling up on this strap and you have the seat in the upright position. The second row seats actually fold down and slide forward 4.7 inches to allow access into the rear seat area. Now, one of the really cool things is back here on this back lever, there's actually two controls for the dropping the rear seats from here. Simply pull the lever and that seat folds down. You need to pull the other lever and that one folds down. Makes it very easy if you're putting in some cargo, and instead of having to go around and drop all the seats, you can do it all from here and put your cargo in. We'd like to thank you again for joining us here at the Texas Automotive News Network as we've been driving the 2013 Toyota Highlander with the SE trim. If you get a chance to take a test drive in one of these nice vehicles, we highly recommend it. Thank you again. This is Michael Mars, and remember, travel safe.